Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to them boys, and it's your boy Messi back at it again. It's been a while. Been away from Master Duel for quite some time. I've been sick, still sick, but I kind of wanted to push this video out. Um, I want to do like a quick deck profile of the new actually Rescue Ace. I want to do a deck profile on Rescue Ace because today's update we got SP Little Knight. You know, huge for Master Duel. SP Little Knight is already doing some damage. It just got me to diamond right now. I was playing a couple games right before I started this recording. She won me my rank up game. Now I'm in diamond. Now I gotta grind to master. But yeah, this is the. I'm gonna show you guys the deck profile I've been using so far. As you can see, I have a lot of Rescue Ace variants here. There's one with super polys, one with no super polys. There's one with other variations, but like this one has been working out for me so far. Everybody knows that Rescue Ace is kind of like if you don't draw the right cards, it's kind of bricky. But it is what it is. I like the deck. It's pretty cool. It plays well under Maxi. Um, and I'm gonna show you the deck right now. So I'm using a 50 card build. And it seems kind of weird, but this 50 card build is really good. Like it spaces out the cards a lot. As you can see, I am using the Snake Eyes engine in there because Rescue Ace and Snake Eyes are they're both really good engines. Um, if you can do your Snake Eyes plays, then you go into Rescue Ace. If you can do Rescue Ace plays, then you bait out negates with Ash. The Ash, this card literally, Snake Eyes Ash just baits out so many negates. In my rank up game, no, the game before my rank up game, that one. I had I think it was Airlifter, and then I special summoned Fire Attacker because it was in my hand, Extender, and then I had Sinful Spoiled in my hand, and my opponent kept getting the pass back to him, the priority thing. So I was like, this guy has Veiler or something, or Imperm, right? And so he was waiting. He wouldn't Imperm any of my Airlifter. He didn't Imperm Airlifter. He didn't Imperm anything else, right? And then I decided, what, I'm just gonna, sack the fire attacker, and then with simple spoils and bring Snake Eyes Ash. And then, sure enough, as soon as Snake Eyes Ash came out, boom, the negate was drawn out. It was an effect Veiler. And then I continued doing my plays, and then I get to the fifth summon, and I feel the pull again, right? I'm like, oh, this guy wants me to. He has a nib. And so what I did was, I got how did I get? I forgot how I got Hydrant on the field, but I got Hydrant on the field. And he didn't negate the effect. I'm like, okay, so it has to be a Nibiru. So I grabbed the Turbulence instead of a Preventer. And then he didn't nib, right? So I was like, okay, so I go into SP Little Knight using those two. And now he's, like, oh shit, right? I go into SP Little Knight, and then I go Turbulence, summon Turbulence, and as soon as I summon Turbulence, he shows the nib, and then I quick effect the SP, banish both the Turbulence and the SP, and Nibiru doesn't resolve because it didn't tribute any monsters, so it goes back to his hand. And at the end phase, came back my SP and my Turbulence. And then I found out he's playing Salamangreat, I believe. It was my rank up game, Salamangreat. So he normal Salamangreat, I max C because he's gonna go into Balinks, right? He Ash Blossoms, and because of that Ash Blossom, I won the game as well because my SP activates on card effects, right? So as soon as he goes Ash Blossom, I chain SP as Chain Link 3. I banish his normal summon because I know that I believe Salamangreats don't have multiple ways to normal summon, right? So I just banish his normal summon, and that's it. He scoops. That was it. GG's. That was my rank up game. SP Little Knight won me the game. So we're gonna come back to the deck profile here. We got I'm using 3 effect Veilers right now. Veiler's really good. There's a lot of Snake Eyes going around, Rescue A's going around, a lot of I've played a lot of Math Mech for some reason recently. A lot of Math Mech. Um, you're gonna see a lot of Horus Horus cards coming. I don't know if I'll get the Horus engine. It's expensive, but I'll try. Out of 10,000 packs, I pulled out like 4 SP Little Knights, and people pull out none, and I didn't get nothing of the Horus engine. That was crazy. I got all the Salaman cards, so I might do a Salaman grade deck profile as well. So yeah, 3 Veilers, man. It's really good. I like it. Never I thought, well, like, you know what? Why did I draw this card? No, it's pretty good. All right, next, 3 Hydrants. People play one. I like 3, especially in a 50 card build. I like 3 because sometimes you need more than one. I don't know how people just play one. I don't understand that. Um, Sometimes you need sometimes you have to, you're low on resources and you go Turbulence. You banish the Hydrant and one other Rescue Ace card just to bring this guy out, and then you have no way to summon um, Hydrant unless you waste an emergency, um, and then just sack another Rescue Ace card. And I don't like that, so I like having 3. Um, and then the Snake Eyes engine. We got 2 Ash, an Oak, 2 Poplar, just to go into Snake Eyes plays, just in case the Rescue Ace engine fails, or vice versa. The Master Dual attacks, 3 Maxi, 3 Ash Blossom. As you can see, I don't run Called by the Grave or Crossout Designator because sometimes they're bricks. I'm not gonna lie, they're good cards, they're amazing cards, but sometimes you don't. This, like I said before, this game plays. This deck plays well under Maxi. If they Maxi me and I have like enough cards to just summon one special summon one time, I would just special summon the Turbulence, set 4 and pass. Right? Usually you win when you resolve Turbulence. Because once you get those 4 on the field, you rescue the Hydrant, and then while Hydrant's on the field, you get those bonus effects from the cards, especially Contain. If you contain a really good card that oops. If you contain a really good card, like let's say the normal summon of the Salamangreats, now that Salamangreat has full power, everyone's gonna be playing it. They can't link it, they can't do nothing with it. They're stuck. They can't go into Baylinks. They can't do their plays. That's really good, right? And then we have Extinguish as well. This doesn't do the exact same thing, but it your opponent cannot activate the effects of that destroyed monster, or with the same name, right? They can't summon another one and then dodge your Extinguish. It doesn't work like that. All right, next we have 3 Impulse. People play 1. I've been playing 3. If you can do your Rescue Ace plays and then still have an Impulse in your hand, it's really good. You can just sack it and then bring out Preventer. You can have Preventer, you can have Turbulence, and you can have Hydrant on the field, right? It's also good going second. You normal summon him, you activate his effect, and you choose a card on the field to negate his effects. It's like an Imperm on a monster, kind of. Which is really good. But I usually use his second effect, right? No, his first effect? Oh, no, it's a second effect, yeah. If your opponent activates a monster fate, you can tribute this card from your hand or face up on the field. Yeah. Alright. And then we got 3 of your best starter in this deck. Airlifter. This card can get you your HQ or your emergency, whatever you need. Or any other Rescue Ace cards. If you already have a emergency or headquarters in your hand, you can grab either Alert. That's another way to search Turbulence, or another way to search Preventer, whatever you're missing. But yeah, and then I'm running 2 Bestials in here. It came up against Math Mech, branded. You want to banish the Fallen of Albaz. You don't want it fusing with your cards. It's a great body on the field. This card is great as well. When it goes to the graveyard, you can send 1 card to the graveyard. Keyword send. It doesn't destroy, so that's really good. I play two extenders. I play a fire attacker, fire engine. Nothing to say about these. They're just extenders. Let's say you open a airlifter and a fire attacker or engine. Um, you could go straight into. You could just go airlifter, search out emergency, and then you can go either emergency or uh, where's the other one? Alert, or rescue, whatever you need, right? To get into hydrant. And then, once they're on the field, you could either use them for simple spoils, or you can go into the SP Little Knight, and then that way you can also you can dodge a Imperm or a Veiler, or a Nibiru. It's happened to me already. But yeah, and then this is also an extender of the extender, right? This one can also summon. It says if a monster special summon to your opponent's side of the field, you can special summon one level 4 or lower rescue Ace. Usually you go for either Impulse or Lifter, one of those two. Or you can. I think you can even go for. Let me see. Yeah, you can even go for Hydrant, right? If you're missing Hydrant. And then we move on to we play 3-die Bellstar. This is a no contest. I like 3 consistency, especially with the 2 wanted. It gets you easy access into your Hydrant without normal summoning, because you don't want to draw Hydrant. I mean, Hydrant plus maybe Headquarters and another Rescue Ace is really good, but by itself it's not. I don't like drawing Hydrant. That's why I have 50 cards. And then Diabellstar can get you, and I play the Diabellstar package, right, which is the trap card, which is an Omni, right, and then the Dramatic Snake Eye Chase. This is also a free card on the field and a free card in the graveyard. You just put a Diabellstar. If you have a Diabellstar in your hand, you just sack it. Special summon this. Grab your spoils, sack Witch, go into Hydrant. Hydrant searches Airlifter. Normal summon Airlifter. Airlifter grabs Emergency. And then you go from your place from there, right? If I was running the Terahertz package, that's full combo right there. Because you can just go Link Karibo into Hydrant, and then Hydrant goes to the graveyard. You search for Preventer. Preventer banishes Hydrant from the graveyard. Special summons. And then you go Link Karibo and Preventer into, I believe it's Reciprocus, I think is the name of the card. The dinosaur. Reciprocus, and then by Preventer hitting the graveyard, you can special summon the Hydrant that's banished. And then those two, you go into Protect Code Talker. Protect Code Talker. Actually, no. My bad. A Hydrant, you turn it into a Cybers, and then you go into Link Decoder. And then those two, you go into Protect Code Talker. And then Protect Code Talker, and then you the Link Decoder resummons, and then Protect Code Talker plus the leftover Airlifter on the field. You go into that, and it becomes a Firewall Dragon. And then Firewall Dragon, you don't do anything with Firewall Dragon. Protect Code Target on the graveyard. You banish the Reciprocus and the Link Karibo, so you can special summon. And now you have 3 Cybers monsters on the field. You go into Terahertz. If you want, you can grab a card from your graveyard back to your hand with a Firewall Dragon. Usually, I just keep it in the graveyard just in case, I'm going to resolve Turbulence, so I could rescue Hydrant off the graveyard. And then there you go. You have your Terahertz. You send your Davis Swarm, and you have an Omni Negate. Right? And then on the following turn, you can send Aggregator, and then you have a free Monster Negate, right? And yeah. And then we play 2 Preventer. I like 2. 2's common. 1's too little. 3's too much. 2's fine. I play the 1 Flamberge to make my Snake Eyes plays. I don't need no more than that. Excuse me. I play 2 Turbulence. I like 2 Turbulence. 1 is too little. Sometimes, you're stuck with having a Turbulence that's banished, and you don't have your access to your Headquarters, and you know, a second one comes in handy. One bonfire. I don't want to clog my my deck space with bonfire. One bonfire is fine. Such as out the poplar or the snake eyes ash, whatever route you want to take. That's what I like about that. One simple spoils. Nothing to say there. Um, Headquarters. Standard headquarters, and then standard rescue, standard alert. I play 3 emergency. I don't think you should play any less emergency. This is like the best card in the Rescue A's deck. To Wanted, to search for the Diabell Star. So it's literally 5 copies of Diabell Star. This also gives you a free draw if you have spoils in your grave. Broken card. I don't even know how they even made this. They made this card. This card's broken. It gets you an extender. It gets you a free draw. This card gets you a follow-up. If you're stuck with no starters, you just banish this card, put back a level 1 fire, and you grab another a starter. Broken card again. And then we got the Dramatic Ice Snake Chase. This is you place the Diabell Star from your deck or graveyard into the continuous spell and trap card zone, and then you could use it as fodder. And then at the end phase, if you have let's say you did your your Snake Eyes plays, and you end up like on a Flamberge, Amblawell, and maybe a Rescue Ace if you were able to do both. You banish this card from the graveyard, and you get to summon either the most likely it's going to be an IP Masquerada. Yeah, you put an IP, and then you don't have to wait until your opponent does something, so you can use Flamberge or because I don't run the field spell. I do not run the field spell in this, and I think it's fine. And then I run standard contain. I run standard contain. I run standard extinguish, and then I've been trying this card. I'm gonna try. It's never come up. It's never came up yet. But it's a card from the Rescue A's archetype. And this is all it does is just it protects. Let's see. It targets one Rescue A's monster you control for the rest of the turn. It gains 1500 attack and defense, and it's unaffected by your opponent's monster effects. And then the next time it would be destroyed by battle, it is not destroyed. And then it has the same effect as the emergency, where you can banish this card from the graveyard, and then you target one spell card in your graveyard, and you get to set that card. And then the last one is Simple Spoils Betrayal, which is the Omni Negate, right? You can you either send one Diabell Star from your hand or face up on the field to your graveyard, then target one face up card in the field, negates effects. It's also an imperm. It's also when your opponent activates a card or effect in response to your Diabell Star monster. Or your Simple Spoil, spell a trap card, or effect activation, you can banish this card from the graveyard and negate that effect. Yeah. So let's say this card's in the graveyard and you're trying to, rebuild your board with Diabell Star, and then they respond to it either with an Ash. Wait, is it both? I think it's simple. Yeah, when your opponent activates a card or effect, so it's an Omni Negate. And then yeah, that pretty much makes it for the main deck. And then extra deck seems pretty standard. Linkuriboh, nothing to say about that. Anima, way to clear boards. Phoenix, a way to poke into the back row. If you want to do the Heat Soul route, you can go the Heat Soul route. I have a Sunlight Wolf here. I never use it. Hita's really good right now. Everyone's using fire. IP Masquerade is a must. Sprite Elf. There's a way to go into Sprite Elf. If you don't want to do any other plays and you want to protect your Turbulence, you go into Elf. You you find your way into Promethean Princess, Hita. You go Hita, and then you go Princess, and then Princess brings back Hita, and then Hita and Princess make Sprite Elf, and you're untargetable, right? And then the newest edition, SP Little Knight, really really good card, amazing card so far. For the people who don't know, this card does. If this card is Link Summon using a Fusion Synchro X Hero Link monster as material, you can target one card on the field or either graveyard and banish it. This card, for me, it replaces Nightmare Unicorn, because Nightmare Unicorn has a cost. This card does not have a cost. and you can target either the field or the graveyard. If they're playing tier elements, this card's amazing to remove cards out of the graveyard. If you're playing against a let's say labyrinth, if you're playing against labyrinth and they have lady or lovely in the graveyard, and usually they play one of the lady labyrinth or lovely, one of those two. You can just banish it and that's it. They have no more place. They don't have that lovely on the field. Uh, that's the first effect, and then there's the second effect, right? When your opponent activates a card or effect, doesn't matter what they do. Quick effect: you can target two face-up monsters on the field, including a monster you control, and banish both until the end phase. Amazing, amazing. You can disrupt plays with this. You can dodge negates with this. Like I told you before, I go Turbulence and I have SP Little Knight. Somebody goes Imperm. Somebody goes Veiler. I chain SP Little Knight, target herself and my Turbulence off the field. And once that happens, my Turbulence is resolving. If by any chance my opponent Veiler's early before I even activate Turbulence, what I can do is SP Little Knight, target, how was it? Oh no, I don't even chain SP Little Knight, right? What I do is I go, I have SP Little Knight Turbulence, and then the Imperm, right even before I even activate, right? So what I do is, it's not activated, it's negated, right? I never activate it, so I go SP Little Knight into, Turbulence into Promethean Princess. Princess bring back the Turbulence, and I get to reactivate it again. That's another way to play around that. But yeah, this card is really good. I like this card. And then we carry a Heat Soul in here just in case I want to play that route, which I usually never do. Princess again, broken card by the way. Amblowell, typical in Snake Eyes. Appaloosa, access codes, Atlantis for OTKs, and Underworld Goddess. And that pretty much wraps up the deck list for Rescuers. The Rescuers I'm playing. I'm gonna keep playing. Let's see how far I can get with this deck. My next build might be maybe Salamangreat. I have all the cards. I pulled all the Salamangreat cards. Maybe I'll do a deck profile on that and see how it goes. I've been thinking of doing Memento, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how strong it is. I don't have any of the Horus cards. Maybe just one. So I might not do Horus. But if I see that it's doing well, I'll maybe try it. I kind of want to try tier limits with that. You could just push out level 8 XZs. Like nothing. You could go into Zombie Vampire. I think I saw. And then that's a dump from both sides of the field, I believe. I think it's dumped from both sides of it, and you can special summon one of the dump the monsters, which is insane, which is crazy good. But yeah, other than that, I think that will be all for this. Thanks for watching, and hopefully, in a couple, maybe tomorrow or a couple days, I'll get some replays out of this so you guys can see this. All right, well. I hope you guys have a good one. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what are you guys running for this. Where are you putting SP Little Knight at? And yeah, well, like always, I'll see you in the next one. This is Messi signing out.